a shirtless man.
In need of a bounce back. Will pay. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Game 2, watch party number 2 of the opening series in SEC play. And it was a clincher last night. An absolute booty clincher. Close game, classic SEC game. It was an ugly game for A&M in a lot of ways, including the end, where they lose it by a run. And they unfortunately lose a very important player late in the game in Josh Stewart. And it didn't look great, man. It didn't look great. So they're going to have to beat, some of their deficiencies. We have to get a better start out of Moss than we got out of Sadeo. Got to get some consistency from the top of our lineup, specifically the top two. I think they're ready to bounce back. I'm not too worried about them long term. And see if we can just put a more productive day together. And it's going to be against a good OU pitcher, man. It's LJ Mercurius Day. Saturday starter. .39 ERA. .64 whip. 4-0 record. 9 hits surrendered. 6 balls surrendered. 24 strikeouts on the young year. Really good starting pitcher. I don't expect to have the opportunities that A&M found themselves with in the first inning last game. And, they took the opportunities that were there, but didn't make enough opportunities of their own at bat consistently throughout the night. Not enough to find that lead late. OU was the better team late. And it was a chippy game. It was an insane game, man. We saw Mike Early and OU coaching staff get into a shouting match, a cussing match, which was crazy to see. SEC opener right away. It just means more. It means more cussing, more swear words. It was crazy. It was fun to watch, but A&M ultimately couldn't respond with the win. But a series in one game, one is not. So we'll see what they can do today. It will be tough to bounce back. There's a big mental hurdle after losing the first game like that, and that's just how it is. But early in the year, I think there are still ebbs and flows to a team. And we'll see what they can bring today. Looking around the country right now, Kentucky over Bama. I don't know if this is reloaded. Okay, that's refreshed. Kentucky over Bama, 8-4. Oh, man. Oh, Auburn over Missouri, 2-1. Had a crazy game in Austin yesterday that saw Ole Miss jump to an early lead. Texas climb back in it, find themselves with a commanding 4-run lead in the ninth, only for Ole Miss to grand slam, tie it up, and win it in extra innings. Insane game in Texas. Both rivals, neither can point and laugh at each other because both lost last night by one-run fashion late in the game. I felt a little bit of, maybe lack of experience with those last few at-bats in the game because when you were kind of trying to tie the game in the top of the ninth, a lot of young bats were up there. 2 freshmen, and Bear Harrison, were at the plate. And I feel like we didn't see it well there. I feel like those are lumps you're going to have to take with some young guys, especially if you find yourselves in that situation with them at bat. Got to find ways to get on in those scenarios. Maybe those reps will pay dividends now. 2 minutes away from first pitch, Weston Moss. Big game for Weston. One of the maybe bigger games of his career, I would say. First SEC start, up and down in the non-con schedule. Obviously was the starter in that only loss in the non-con to UCLA. Didn't have a great day there against one of the best teams in the country, so now he has a chance. Pitched angry last weekend, pitched with emotion. Really kind of, you could feel like the progression from that last weekend to the weekend versus Oakland for Weston Moss. Obviously not the same level of opposition. OU bats are good, man. They're quality. They're consistent. Not a lot of power, but they're the ones that got the homer last night, and we didn't. So he'll have his work cut out for him, but I think we can find a better start. It wasn't a great Sadeo day. Sadeo hanging a lot of balls on 2-strike situations. Let's be better today. I think there's progress to be made. I don't think it has to be like, oh, we're done with the series already. Let's make something about this right now. I see some Aggies kind of in that mode online right now. Don't have to be that way. But this stream should be starting any minute now. I'll say what's up to you guys as y'all roll in. Only 11 of us in here on a Saturday afternoon. I expect people to roll in over time. All right, stream is open if any of y'all want to get in there. It's on the Watch ESPN app. Of course, these aren't televised. I'll say what's up to everybody that's here. James says we need a victory today. Indeed, we do. I don't want to start this thing with the series loss, even if it's on the road against a good team. I want to prove to ourselves what we're capable of. Starts today. See what they can do. As bad as pitching was, the bats exasperated aside from getting walks. Today's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a very tough one. And yes, outside of that, it was a bad pitching first inning for them. Cameron Johnson did not have a day yesterday, had a bad day yesterday, ended early. And A&M took advantage of that, but beyond that, only put up 3 more runs after that first inning. A couple of good hits. I think Hakopian did well. I think besides Bear's last at-bat, he did well. I think Wesley Jordan did pretty well for coming back. TK, took a pitch late, didn't score on it, but, he got hit in the head and got on. And he got on a couple times, but not as consistent as we need to be at the bats, not at all. Lineup, Grahovac, Sorrell, Hakopian, Jordan, Dewar, Partita, Keel, Harrison, Kellner. Same lineup as yesterday and the same lineup they started the season with. Obviously the lineup that they want to utilize. It's what they want. This is what they feel is right. And it looks like a good lineup. It can be good. Got to find consistency. Our top dogs, Grahovac and Sorrell, didn't have it yesterday enough. I think it was like a walk and 1 base hit for Grahovac, which was okay. And then Sorrell only had the walk. So a little bit more productivity from the top would be great. Keep doing what you're doing at Hakopian. He looks healthy. He was sliding, running the bases, fielding, batted without any grimace or pain. Looked really good for Hakopian. Jordan didn't look particularly fast running the bases, but I don't know how fast he is in general. Looked fine, ready to go, and they're back today. So I think yesterday was probably like a dip your toe situation, see how you're feeling, see what's going on, and they both passed the test, I would say, with pretty flying colors. They played the whole game. BTTS, good to see you. Missed yesterday's stream yesterday. Still feel horrible for Stu. Yeah, that's kind of like the cloud over the vibe today, right? It's like it sucks for the bullpen, but it sucks for Stewart because obviously he missed the whole last year with, I think, a knee injury. And now, if you fear the worst, could be elbow, could be something in the arm, could be abdomen, based just on the reaction to what happened. But, yeah, he was very, very emotional after that. If you didn't see when he was walking off of the training staff, he kind of yelled, screamed into his jersey. And, yeah, not so happy. By the way, Willits, the player that slammed his bat yesterday that Mike Early took major issue with, is not playing today. He's out of the lineup. He got suspended. So I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. Seems like a bit much. It might be because the OU coaching staff kind of pushed really, really hard, and they were, John at the ump the whole time. Maybe it was an emotional decision. I don't know. It took about 10 minutes for him to get kicked out of the game. It was a crazy scene. Hopefully it's business as usual today. And, early swearing at the other coaching staff, cussing, like the 3 F-bombs, F you, bitch, F you. I like him standing up for our team and whatever. Let's respond to that, though. If we don't respond to it, it's like emotion not well spent, I would say. So, we'll see if the team can respond. Play a little bit anger, with a little bit more urgency, and see what they can do today. Pitchers on the mound getting warmed up for the first batter up, which will be Gavin Grahovac. I'll keep saying what's up to everybody. We got a boomer in here. Respect. Y'all are good. Trying to beat you. JB Boss. Let's go, man. What's up, Aaron? Tough loss, but the beauty of baseball is there's almost always a game the next day. Today's a new day. Beat the hell out of 0U. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I see we have a Gooner Sooner in the chat. Yeah. They're around. Any place to watch the game for free? Maybe check another YouTube channel, potentially. I don't have a link. These links for the college baseball, like the sneaky links, they're a shit show. Not very consistent. You're going to find those. So, good luck on YouTube. You can maybe find them out there. All right. Gavin, Caden, Hakopian to start us off, as usual. And Gavin is at the plate, ready to get this thing started. First pitch, he'll watch a strike. LJ Mercurius, .39 ERA and a 4.0 record at the mound, starting the game for OU as he does on Saturdays. Probably their best pitcher. Here's second pitch. Just scrapes the bottom outside corner of the zone. That's 2 strikes that Gavin watches. Here's the 0-2 for Gavin. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. That is a 3-pitch strikeout swinging for the leadoff man, Gavin Grahovac, by way of LJ Mercurius. Gonna have to have some better at-bats than that. Forced the starter yesterday, Cam Johnson, into like nearly 50 pitches through the first 2 innings. Some long at-bats that, largely ended with walks, several full count walks. Caden Sorrell at the plate now. See if we can do better than his counterpart. First pitch is a strike inside that he watches. What's up, Ryan? Good to see you, man. Trying to avoid a quick opening inning here. 1 strike for Sorrell. That one's in the dirt. Going to go 1-1. First ball of the outing for Mercurius. Yeah, it's really a 1-2 combo. Friday, Saturday starters are their most experienced guys, older guys, and then Friday they're going to start a freshman. But today's a big one. Caden fouls that one off. We'll see where A&M goes in relief today. It feels like everyone that pitched yesterday is probably still capable today. Potential Gavin Lyons day today after he pitched around 50 pitches in the midweek, 45-50 if I remember correctly. Here's the 1-2 to Sorrell. Fouled it off left. Okay. Not as quick of an at-bat as before. Okay, let's be productive here. Hope everyone's doing well today. If you're in the chat, let me know if you're here. 1-2 to Sorrell. Swing and a miss. Both leadoff batters struck out at the hands of Mercurius. And now Chris Hakopian, who had a pretty good day yesterday, steps up to the plate. He has a little brother that pitched yesterday, David. Hope we're feeling good. What's up, Ashes Tunes? Hakopian at the plate. First pitch. Low and away. McMurky, what's up, man? Yes, this is their best starter, Ryan. Yesterday's guy has been better than what he showed. He had a bad day. But this is their main guy. .39 ERA. That pitch is high. Still no velocity tracker. I'm guessing that's either a stadium thing or I don't know. But we will not have velos on the pitches today. Just the pitch count. 2-0 for Hakopian. Here's the pitch. Ball just outside. What's up, Cole? Let's have a day indeed. Let's have a day. 3-0 count. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Far right field. Right fielder's running to it. It's out of play. It lands past the right field line. By the way, there is one salsa challenge today. I'm fed up. I want one thing, and I want us to win. So I will only do the hot sauce with an Aggie win today. That's the only way I'm doing it. Need the win. Nothing else matters. Yesterday we went for every run, and yeah, we had 7. Especially early, we had 4. I just need a win today. 3-1 count for Hakopian. He'll watch a strike. Just outside of the zone. Full count for Hakopian. No updates. No, I didn't see any coach pressers either, Ryan, so nothing to report. Here's full count. Check swing. Did he go around? They're going to say he did. It was low. It was probably away too. Chris Hakopian check swung, but it went too far around. So that's 3 up, 3 down, and 3 strikeouts for LJ Mercurius. He gets his day rolling. Aggies will have to respond. Weston Moss will have to respond. Let's see if I can get other games going on the side screens. That was fun keeping up with the LSU and the Texas games last night, but didn't really get to enjoy it without the Aggie win. I know. There's a chance it's really bad. Really feel bad for the guy. Really, really do. All right, Weston Moss getting warmed up at the mound right now. 5.21 ERA, 1.32 whip with a 2-1 record. The loss being to UCLA, of course. 19 innings pitched. 21 hits allowed. 4 walks allowed. 19 strikeouts. Allowing a .288 batting average. Big, big day for Weston. As it'll be a big, big day for Aiden Sims, his first SEC start tomorrow. It's been a big, big kind of moment, big ramp up for this entire A&M pitching staff, especially these starters, with Sadeo coming back from 2 years out, and the other 2 first-time starters. Sims barely any experience, a little bit, not much. All right, Weston Moss, the junior, at the mound, ready to go. Weston, Le'Veon, Jack Moss. Let's go. First pitch is out. Inside strike. A little bit of an expanded strike zone here early, it seems. We'll see how this ump settles into the game. Bottom of the order last night, leading off tonight. Here's the 1-2. Contacted, left field. Dewar runs under it and gets the first out for the Ags. Would have landed in play, but Dewar was there. Had to run a little bit to get under it. Got there with time. Weston Moss rocking some KT tape on the neck trap area. I've never been a big believer in KT tape, but it might be because I don't know how to put it on myself. Maybe I'm jacking my muscles up by pulling them the wrong direction. Second batter up. First pitch for Moss. High and away. We seen him to not start like the UCLA game. Yeah, honestly, it was just the start that kind of made that game as wide a margin as it was. It felt like it was well controlled by Lions. They went to the freshman. They kind of got to the freshman a little bit. But it was just the start of the game. Low pitch, going to go 2-0. Injuries from jacking muscles. Traps? I don't think so. The trap? I don't know what your technique is, David. Yeah, Matt. Sounds good, Matt. Here's the 2-0. That one's contacted. High left field. Off the wall. Almost gone, but bounces off the yellow part of the wall. It's a double with one out. Productive bat. But one down in the inning. Oftentimes those became triples yesterday, so little positive in that it wasn't, but still a big hit given up. One out in the inning. That was Camden Johnson, their best base runner, one of their fastest players. Oh yeah, I got to get that scorebook up. Let me see. Boom. Brendan Brock at the plate. He'll take a strike. 367 batting average. Pitches low and away. Gets away from Bear, and the speedy Camden Johnson will steal third after the pitch gets away from Bear. Pitch was low and away, and Bear couldn't reel it in, so they have a runner on third. 1-1 count for Brock. Yeah, it was close, Ryan. That was a couple of those already. That one's contacted. This one's far. This one's gone. Yeah. Another rough start. So they follow up the double and the stolen base with a Brandon Brock 2-run homer. Oh boy. Yeah, that was just right down the pipe for him. Well, another non-ideal start. This is Trey Gambill. He started leadoff yesterday. Batting, and I think it's the 4 hole now. Maybe the 5. 0-2 count, though. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Yeah, that's the rough start, man. And it happened, 3 quick strikeouts. Then 2 runs surrendered, including a homer and a double. Only 1 out. But here's 2 strike situation. Pitch is low and away. Going to go 1-2. Weston Moss taking his time here. Here's the pitch. Low and in. Going to go 2-2. For sure, Cole, but we got to do that. Let's do it right now. Another 2-strike situation. Started 0-2, now 2-2. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Presented a lot of very hittable balls with 2 strikes yesterday. Yes, he was a relief guy. Had some really good moments last year. Here's the 2-2. Contacted. And it rolls into left field. Into the glove of Dewar. And that's a base hit. It's a single with 1 out. Again with 2 strikes. Went 0-2. 2 balls, a couple fouls, then a base hit. Also curious about the health of Ethan Darden. Brought another pitcher in after he slipped and was kind of, jogging it off. Gave a few warm-up pitches. Looked all right. But they ended up pulling him right after, so wasn't sure if that was injury or matchup related. He might be all right. Curious about that. Dos Equis double play is in play. Yes, it is, James. Yes, it is. It's a rough start, Ashes, no doubt. 0-1 is low. Bear blocks it. 1-1. Runner stays on first. He'll throw to first, but he'll take second. That's a stolen base for Gamble. That's his 9th stolen base on the year. Runner takes off and Moss throws it to first, but he's halfway to second. Ball is popped up. Boston Kellner runs behind third base. He's under it. 2 down in the inning. Runner stays on second. Not an ideal start, but if you can get out 0-2 after the first inning, that's manageable. Very manageable. Still not an ideal series of events to start, though. Setting the tone for this game. First pitch of the next at-bat is a strike. Alec Blair at-bat, 3.75 average. Another strike for Weston Moss. Yeah, he's their best pitcher, BTTS. I mean, he's good. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. There we go. All right. Damage was controlled. 2 quick runs, and then Weston Moss gets out of it. See if the bats can help us out. Got to be better than they were that first inning. 3 quick at-bats, 3 strikeouts. I'll be right back. They had, I think, an extra midweek. They had a two-game midweek series against Arizona State. So they had just like a quick 2 games for one of their midweeks instead of like the one-offs that we typically do. They had like a mini series. They went 1-1. Thanks for doing this. My ESPN SEC app on the TV for whatever reason is only letting me watch for 60 seconds before automatically changing over to 30 for 30. What? That's really strange, Miguel. Well, thanks for being here, man. I love doing these, but I love them more when we win. So let's do that. Mercurius back at the mound. Wes Jordan, Jake Dewar, Nico Partita for the Ags. Swing and a miss on the first pitch of the second inning for Wesley Jordan. Yeah, they had an extra game in there for sure. Here's the 0-1. Contacted. Right into the glove of the right fielder. That's a 2-pitch out to start off the second inning for OU. Let's put a good one together. Here's Jake Dewar. First pitch. Swing and a miss. You'll watch a strike. Quick 0-2 count. Come on. Here's the 0-2. Swung at. Contacted by Dewar into the gap. It'll roll into the center fielder's glove. That's a single for Jake Dewar. All right. Broke the streak there. It was 4 straight outs, and then Jake Dewar, base hit. Dewar got more done right there. Bounced back from an 0-2 count and got on. Nico Partita will follow up. Partita was part of that game-ending sequence. Just seemed a little bit off, did both freshmen. At the tail end of the game, high-pressure situation on the road in this conference, first time there. I think that showed. I think they watched some good pitches, swung at some bad ones. They will grow. They are good. Nico Partita will watch a ball on the first pitch of his at-bat. Here's the 1-0. Fouled off by Partita. A lot of Aggies in the crowd yet again today. Was really noticeable in the 3-ball-5 chance that occurred yesterday. I believe it was 3 or 4. And you could see all the Aggie hands up in the air. Here's the 1-1. It's low. Going to go 2-1. Way to see it. Manageable drive from Texas. The DFW area even. Two-one count. Mercurius winding up. Here's the pitch. Contacted by Partita. It'll land shallow right field. And Partita's on. And Dewar advances to second. All right. That's what we wanted to see. Terrence Keel approaching home plate. Good stuff here from the middle portion of the lineup. Just think about this lineup. Everyone's had like a heightened role with the injuries that A&M has sustained, and they've all gotten better from it, and the depth has shown. And we just saw a first-year transfer in and a freshman get on for A&M. Now it's TK who will watch a strike. TK's last at-bat yesterday was an absolute headshot above the ear. Unfortunately, he got stranded, but took it like a champ. That pitch is high, going to go 1-1. Let's go, Sean. Good to see you, man. Too bad, Miguel, but thanks for being here, man. Appreciate you. ESPN app can be fidgety for sure. Here's the 1-1 to Keel. Fouled off his chest. Going to go 1-2 here. Hit the like button. Yeah, Sean, thank you, man. Hit the like button, guys. It helps a lot. Sub if you're new. Even if you don't really watch the channel, you're just here for the game. It helps me grow. You can set it and forget it. 1-2 count as the OU crowd makes some noise. Here's the pitch. Contacted by Keel. Bouncer. Double play. Not there. They get the out at second. But A&M has runners in the corners now. And Bear Harrison will approach home plate. You know, Harrison didn't have a great at-bat to close out the game yesterday, but I think Bear Harrison's in a fantastic spot, playing catcher well. Even though one got away from him today, it was a tough one to reel in. But highest on-base percent on the team. It's not just the hit by pitches, though he does a lot. I think 11 walks on the year. Here's the first pitch to Bear. We'll call it a ball. Just high or just outside. Mercurius will throw to first. TK's back and safe. The 1-0 to Bear Harrison. Low and away. Check swing. Didn't go around. Going to go 2-0 here for Bear. Bear absolutely evaporated a ball. I think it went 455-ish in the midweek. Just an absolute mauling by Bear. Here's the 2-0. Popped up. In play. Shallow right center. Center fielder comes under it. And that is the third out. Ags will strand 2. Bottom of the order when they are at bat again with Boston Kellner into Gavin and Sorrell. And now Weston Moss back on the mound. Still a 2-0 lead for OU. Thanks for the $2 donation, Sean. Appreciate you being here as usual. No update yet. We didn't get a coach interview yesterday. I don't know how it works in SEC play in terms of when we hear from the coach, but we didn't hear from it yesterday. Not that I saw, and I looked. So no update. There is apprehension that it's pretty bad, but we don't know. I don't know when we'll know. Perhaps we'll get an interview today. And who knows if Early will have the final say today if he does get interviewed. It looked bad, man. He was emotional afterwards. He was yelling into his shirt. Doubled down in pain right after the pitch. I'm hoping for Darden to be all right. Again, if y'all are just tuning in or didn't see it last night, Darden slipped running to home plate to help play some defense after a pitch was hit. And he slipped behind the plate, got up hobbled. Training staff came out to look at Darden, and he threw a few pitches, but ultimately they put a new pitcher in. But that could have been a matchup. It might not have just been that his day was done. It might have been like, all right, well, that happened. We got you out. Like, you got banged up. We'll just switch now. He might be all right. I'm looking out for that. I mean, obviously, Stewart's out today. He's on the injury report, is out. But Darden was not on the injury report, so it should be good to go. I would anticipate Gavin Lyons ready to go today. Vargas probably still ready to go today. Freshcorn ready to close us out again. But that's a big hit in Josh Stewart, man. Went to him in the 6th inning. Went to him pretty early yesterday. I was kind of visualizing him as a late game closer. But they were willing to go to him in the 6th. Used pretty much all their mainstay arms yesterday besides Lyons. So we'll see what happens today. Moss at the mound, batter in the box. Here's the first pitch of the bottom of the 2nd. It's inside. We'll take a ball. Thanks again for the $2, Sean. Yeah, his yelling was troublesome. Very eventful 6th inning yesterday. Here's the 1-0. Inside again. Going to go 2-0. Yeah, with the reaction of the players, it seemed worse than a strain. I'm hopeful that kid has been through it. Yeah, absolutely, man. You hate it for him. Hate it for the bullpen. Hate it for the teammates that love him. Here's the 2-0. Another inside pitch. Quick 3-0 start to this 2nd inning. Was Josh fully cleared? Yes, he was fully cleared. He had pitched a few innings in the non-con. Not a ton of volume. Just closed out a few games, maybe 3 or so appearances. And that's a 4-pitch walk to lead off the bottom of the 2nd. Leadoff batter is on. Weston Moss having some words to himself at the mound. A mound visit could be in order here, at least with the players. Bear Harrison could calm him down. We'll see what they do. Just got to shake it off. Who should it be, AD? The other candidate, I think, to be a starter who was competing for the Sunday spot was Freshcorn, and Sems ended up winning it. So I think the closest thing to a starter this team views is Freshcorn. As my stream freezes momentarily. Okay. It's a strike. Stream picked up in real time. Oh, 1 count with the runner on first and no outs in the bottom of the second. Here's the pitch. It's outside and away. Or it's low and away, I should say. 1-1 count. First inning was a double surrendered and then a homer for 2 runs. Here's the 1-1. Fouled off beyond the catcher. Going 1-2. Sims is awesome. So hope he keeps it up tomorrow. And he was the guy with the least experience of the 3 starters. Biggest surprise of the year. Pleasant surprise. In terms of the pitching staff. Here's the 1-2. Popped up. TK sprinting under it. It's super shallow. TK's under it. Hat and glasses fly off of TK's head, but the ball doesn't. TK was on his horse yet again. Covers so much ground in that outfield position wherever he plays, usually right field. Caught the ball, and the glove and the ball went into his face. Everything flew off, but all good. Didn't even flinch. TK's awesome. Thought maybe TK's emergence last year was just a product of players being out, but he's been maybe our best player this year. This one's contacted. Right center. It's deep. But it's shy of the warning track, and Sorrell is under it. Good stuff. There's a leadoff 4-pitch walk into 2 straight outs. Let's get out of it. Top of the order, Jason Walk. Up for OU. First pitch is high. Moss will throw to first. Runner is safe. Is TK on base streak still alive? I think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Here's the 1-0. Fouled off, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch, high and away. Runner tries to steal second. Bear gets it there, and he's out. Bear Harrison throws the base stealer out at second, and A&M gets out of the inning. It was really close. A review could be in order here. It was bang, bang to my eye. Runner is staying on second as if he knows this thing's going to be reviewed. It was very close. Very accurate throw by Bear. Ooh, it looks like he might be safe. We'll see. They're going to have to take this thing frame by frame. We actually get a second angle. Beautiful throw by Bear. But OU has real speed on the base paths and as a team. Play is being reviewed. Stop the game. Yeah, he looks safe to my eye. But we haven't gotten like that telling angle just yet. Just the ones we've gotten appear to be on the side of safe. Great timing on the stolen bag. They're going to call him safe. Quick discussion keeps the inning going. 2-1 count for Walk. And Moss responds with a strike. Going to go 2-2 here. 2-strike pitching with 2 outs right now for Moss. Here's the pitch. Low and in. Blocked by Bear. Runner stays at second. Full count here. Pitch 38 coming up for Moss. Here's the pitch. Contacted. Fouled off. Bounced out of play. Down the first base line. Full count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Moss gives up the leadoff walk. And then 3 straight outs to get out of it. Good response by Moss here. Much better response to some early trouble than the UCLA game. This is great to see. More productivity from the bats are needed. We saw a little bit of a ramp up last inning, but we need more. Bottom of the lineup coming up, Boston Kellner. Gavin Grahovac at the top, indicating Sorrell. Texas selling my parlay. I got to get that game up. But every time I put the Texas game up, my ESPN app freezes. We'll see if it works this time. Ole Miss is going to get some love if they win this series. They're going to be a top 15 ranked team. Now, Texas is up right now, 4-2, bottom of the 6th. At bat, runner on first. Insane baseball last night. Vandy walked it off. Ole Miss won in extra innings after a comeback grand slam to tie the game. Just majorly eventful day. Opening day. He got on yesterday because he got hit by a pitch. I think he got on beyond that, too. Ryan. So he for sure got on at least once. I don't remember before that. I think he did get on before that, if I remember correctly, but I might not remember correctly. LJ Mercurius started the game with 3 straight outs. I think 3 of which were strikeouts. A couple Aggies got on last inning, but stranded. Bottom and top of the order this inning for A&M. Boston Kellner at the plate. First pitch. Fouled off. Swinging at the first pitch. Here's the 0-1 to Kellner. Fouled off left. Hit it pretty hard, but out of play. 0-2 count for Kellner. Here's the pitch. Just outside. Going to go 1-2. Good eye. It was close, but a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Contacted in play by Kellner. Bounces off the glove of the third baseman. That's a leadoff single, perhaps off of an error, but we'll take it. Leadoff guy is on. Top of the lineup coming up. Just a 2-hopper to the third baseman running up. But just deflects off of Jason Walk's chest and glove. Perhaps an error. What's up, Logan? Gavin Grahovac in the batter's box. Runner on first. Here's the pitch. Low and away. It's been rough. It's been rough. The tide will turn. A new day will rise. 1-0 count for Grahovac. Here's the pitch. Check swing. Went around. It was low and away, but swung enough to call it 1-1. Here's the pitch. Inside pitch. Pulled foul. 1-2 count. Pausing play. We'll resume. One-two count. Here's the pitch to Grahovac. Swing and a miss in the top of the strike zone. Got him. It's 2 at-bats, 2 strikeouts for Gavin Grahovac. Caden Sorrell at the plate. Looking to rebound from a quiet game 1 of the series. Bottom of the zone. That's a strike. 0-1 for Sorrell. Hey, Arkansas has a 3-point lead. 30 seconds left. They have the ball. And they'll miss a layup. Sorrell will take a ball. 1-1. Ole Miss with a chance to tie this game. 20 seconds left in the SEC tournament semifinal. Sorrell fouls one off. Timeout in the basketball game. 1-2 count for Sorrell after the foul. Here's the pitch. Low and away. Going to go 2-2. What's up, Randy? Did Vandy crush Florida? That's crazy. Pitcher will throw to first. Kellner's back and safe. Ole Miss called a timeout. Have to drop a play to find a 3-pointer down 3 with 9 seconds for their SEC tournament lives. Here's the 2-2 to Caden Sorrell. Here's the pitch. Swung at, fouled off left. Okay. Same, Ryan, same. Stops action momentarily. Sorrell's now back in the batter's box with a 2-2 count. Kellner on first, 1 out in the inning. Here's the pitch. Popped up by Sorrell. Shallow center. Center fielder's under it. Camera couldn't find it. Runner stays at first, 2 down. Getting nothing from the top of the order. But Chris Akopian's at the plate. Ole Miss fouled, shooting free throws. No chance to get the 3 here. Chris Akopian at bat. 2 outs, runner on first. Here's the pitch. Low and away, but a swing and a miss. A lot of swings at first pitches today. Ole Miss makes both down 1 now with 7 to go. Playing defense. Here's the 0-1 pitch. in the dirt, deflected by the catcher's shoulder. Here's the 1-1. In the dirt again, blocked again by the catcher to go 2-1 for Chris Akopian. Akopian bomb would feed families right now. An Akopian double would feed the kids. Pitcher throws to first. Kellner's safe. Two-one count. Here's the pitch. Struck well by Hakopian. That ball is gone. Evaporated by Chris Akopian. A&M ties the game up. Come on. Ball is evaporated. Couldn't even find it, did the cameraman. Bubbles are flying, and so are baseballs. This man is a weapon. He doesn't even need time to warm up. He comes in, and he's all the way back. He's all the way back, so is his back. Ball is detonated. Chris Akopian hangs one on the elite LJ Mercurius. Beautiful fight here. 2-out baseball. Long gone. Wes Jordan at bat. 2 outs. Bases have been cleared. Swing and a miss at a high ball. That ball was zapped. Oh, 1 count for Jordan. Here's the pitch. Down the pipe. It's a strike. 0-2 count. No, he nailed that ball. We got to get the distance on it. Hammer and Hank Akopian, yes. Here's the 0-2 to Jordan. Popped up. Looks shallow left. Left fielder's under it. But the Aggies scored 2 to tie the game up. Great response from the slow start by both Weston Moss and the Aggie Bats. Leadoff man gets on. And Chris Akopian gets him home. Beautiful stuff, man. Chris Akopian is the real deal. Doing it without a grimace, doing it without pain. We saw that all game yesterday. Him sliding into bases, him running the base paths, him fielding, him batting. Not an issue. And there was no issue in that inning. None at all. Arkansas makes 1 free throw. They're down 2. Chance for Ole Miss to tie or win the game here. They get to the cup. Layup is up and good for Ole Miss. They tie it. 1 second left. Inbounded full court shot from Arkansas is no good. SEC semifinal is going to extra minutes. 79-79 game after Arkansas only connected on 1 of 2 free throws. The layup was all they needed. So you're saying there's a chance? That'd be crazy. Cole. It's on the table, man. It's Vandy they're going to play. Weston Moss back at the mound. One count after he goes strike ball. This is Camden Johnson at the plate, their best base runner, their fastest player. That's probably actually a debated topic, who their fastest player are. There are a lot of candidates. Here's the 1-1 pitch. They'll call strike inside. 1-2. Beautiful pitch by Moss here. Let's see what he can do with 2 strikes on the board. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Just rolls past right of first base. Into the wall. Overtime starts for Ole Miss Arkansas. Chance to play Vandy in the SEC Championship. Leadoff batter, Camden Johnson, 1-2 count. Weston Moss winding up. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Weston Moss gets the strikeout. So far, so good after the 2-run opening inning. Arkansas opens up with a score and a stop. 2-point lead. Pitch got away from Moss there. High and inside. 1-0 count. Here's the 1-0. He'll watch a strike. Brandon Brock at the plate. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Call strike inside. Weston Moss kind of working inside the strike zone here. Umps allowing it. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back Ks for Weston Moss at the bottom of this 3rd inning. And this is the primetime part of their order. Third batter up. It's Gamble, led off yesterday. Here's first pitch. High and away, ball. He is zeroing in Ash's tunes. Let's keep that aim going. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's a strike. Inside of the strike zone again. Here's the 1-1. Popped up. Caden Sorrell's under it. 3 up, 3 down for Weston Moss and these Aggies. What a response from Weston Moss after that first inning. He says, I'm still here, and I'm going to keep pitching. We need it, and it's been good. Aggie Bat's about to take over. I'll be right back. Arkansas takes a 6-point lead with 3 minutes to go in overtime. Well, I come back, and it's a 1-point game that Ole Miss finds themselves in. They're down 86-87 after getting this thing to overtime. Acuff dribbling it, driving it. He'll score. Dude's tough. Aggie bats back at it. Should be Jake Dewar leading off this inning after Akopian tied the game up with a 2-run homer that scored Kellner. Huge for Moss to settle in. Let's go, Bats. Absolutely, man. It's massive. Jake Dewar at the plate. He'll watch a strike with the first pitch. Oh, 1 count for Dewar. Here's the pitch. Inside. Far inside. 1-1. Dewar singled his first at-bat. Perhaps a error. This one's high right field. Is this gone? Center fielder's under it. Cameraman has no idea what's going on. Cameraman's just in another stratosphere. We're looking at the right fielder. This ball is dead center. My goodness. That's 1 out. Nico Partita at bat. Looked like it was caught at the warning track, but I really couldn't tell, courtesy of the camera work. First pitch to Partita. He'll watch a strike. I did too. I just saw the right fielder not doing anything. I was like, oh, this ball must be gone. Oh, 1 for Partita. Here's the pitch. They'll call a low strike. 0-2 quickly for Partita. Here's the pitch. It's low and away. Ole Miss with the ball down 3 and a timeout with about 1:10 to go. Here's the 1-2 to Partita. Swinging at a low pitch. Dropped by the catcher. Thrown out at first. Got him swinging there. Quick 2 up, 2 down. With Terrence Keel approaching home plate. See if any work can be done with 2 outs and no one on. Yeah, it's bad. Some people are saying the stadium doesn't have a lot of camera perches or something. I don't think it's the stadium. First pitch to Keel. He'll watch a strike. Well, we stopped pitching at the first pitch. Stopped swinging at the first pitch, but all 3 have been a strike this inning. Here's the 0-1. Contacted, fouled off by Keel. Stewie's arm is wrapped up. Damn it, man. Well, that confirms where it was, where the injury was. Yeah, it sucks. It really sucks. Does he come back for another year now or what? I mean, here's the 0-2. Struck well by Keel. Will land in center field. Keel's trying for 2 and he'll make it. That's a double with 2 outs for TK2. Let's see if Bear Harrison can play off of that. TK, man, getting it done. Kept it nice and low. Lands shallow right. Spurs won. Ole Miss baseline inbound down 3 with 1:10 to go. Inside bucket scored through contact for Ole Miss. Here's Bear Harrison at the plate with TK on second base. 2 outs. Pitcher will throw to second. TK's back with time. Here's the pitch. Contacted by Bear into the glove of the third baseman, thrown out at first. Well, couldn't make any work off of the TK double with 2 outs. And we'll see if Weston Moss can keep it going. But that is 9 hits for the Aggies in this young game. I think that's a pretty good sign. Need to get more out of our top 2, Grahovac and Sorrell. Can't afford to have nothings from them. It's a matter of time. It'd be better if it was sooner than later. Ooh, Ole Miss just stepped out of bounds down 3 and turn it over. They will press Arkansas on the inbound here with 27 seconds. But not before a timeout. 9 hits is great to see. I'm sure they will, but I want it to be now. Go get it, Sean. Enjoy. I had me some chicken filet before the stream. Quick workout, Chick-fil-A. Then I sat right down here with y'all. I was pretty late. I like to get on 30 minutes early and just talk to y'all. 10-minute pre-show music, let guys get in here. Just talk for 20 minutes, read the chat for 20 minutes, but I was a little late today. It's all right. It's not like we don't have 3 hours to talk. What pick is this Acuff kid going to be in the draft? He looks so real. Is this a lottery pick for sure in Darius Acuff? There will be regression to the mean, Ryan, and hopefully that's coming soon. Deaton LaChance approaching home plate. Weston Moss has had a solid 2 innings since the 2 runs and the homer surrendered in the first. Here's the pitch. He's projected 4th, says 312. Yeah, I believe it, man. Size and skill combo. What is he, like 6'5"? He looks huge for a guard. I could be wrong. He looks taller. There's a ball. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Another ball. Just outside. Top 10. Yeah, he looks like it. He's just so in control. Arkansas looking to take a commanding 4-point lead with a free throw here. Another pitch gets away from Moss. That's a quick 3-0 count for the leadoff man, LaChance. Not a prolific base runner is LaChance. You can sustain this walk. He's 6'3". Okay. So like normal height for a point guard in the NBA. But he'll recover with a strike there to go 3-1. Arkansas misses a free throw. And they miss the second. They do not get the 4-point lead. Still a 1-score game with Ole Miss in possession. Swing and a miss. Gets this thing back to full count, does Weston Moss. Contact dunk by Ole Miss. 9 seconds to go. They're going to have to press and foul. They foul Acuff right away. No time comes off. This will remain a 1-score game for Ole Miss. Arkansas has missed some critical free throws down the stretch here. Full count. Deaton LaChance. Here's the pitch from Weston Moss. Swing and a miss. Got him out of there. After going down 3-0, 3 strikes, gets their best hitter out. It's been a game of responses for Weston Moss, and there's yet another one. Wow. Wow, Weston. Keep it up. It's been impressive. Let's keep it going, though. A day is not done with just a good moment. Swing and a miss. 3 straight balls, 4 straight strikes for Weston to start this inning off. Alec Blair at the plate. Here's the 0-1. Another swing and a miss. Oh, 2. Moss winds up. Here's the pitch. Low. Going to go 1-2 here. Good pitch. Try to get him swinging at that. Hopefully learning some lessons from some of the two-strike pitching he went through at UCLA. Here's a 1-2. Contacted into the glove of Partita, who was in a shift near second base. And the runner is thrown out at first in the glove of Gavin Grahovac. And that's 2 up, 2 down. Massive, massive response. Important response from Weston Moss for both this series and his trajectory as a college athlete, man. This is a big moment for him. Last premier starting spot this season. His first premier starting spot of his career in college. Didn't go according to plan versus UCLA, and it looked like it was going south early, but has responded in a big way. Has to keep doing it. Next batter up. Here's the first pitch. Contacted into the glove of Grahovac. Underhanded to Moss, who will touch the bag. And that is 3 up, 3 down for Weston Moss. It's a really good day. This is a much better day, although the runs aren't necessarily there. It's a tie game early. 9 hits, some good action from Weston Moss. Coming off of like the downer that the end of last game was, losing it late, you know, the whole drama in the 6th inning into the injury to Stewart. There might not have responded this well. This is the long way from going, like long way to go in this game, but and then you put a first inning struggle on both sides, both pitching and at bat in this game, and they have responded beautifully since that. Really good stuff. Three-point lead for Arkansas. 1.6 seconds left. Ole Miss will have to go the length of the floor to get a 3 up here. Inbounding opposite baseline. They get it in. Contested 3 from half court. Off the backboard. No good. Arkansas is going to the SEC final. There will be no surprise appearance from Ole Miss when they're 4-14 SEC record. Arkansas will take on Vandy. A couple of teams that A&M struggled with, but proven to be SEC champ, at least tournament champ worthy. Wow. Let's do it, James. Let's do it. Mercurius at the mound. Bottom of the order. Boston Kellner steps up to the plate. First pitch to Kellner is contacted. This thing is deep left field. First pitch. Home run by the freshman. Boston Kellner goes yard on the first pitch of the 5th inning. And that is the second homer the A&M has gotten off of an elite pitcher. That's a freshman. He's a freshman. And now the Ags are at the top of the order with momentum. 10th hit of the game. Just absolutely evaporating LJ Mercurius. Yet again, Hakopian first and the freshman second. Solo homer to start this thing off. Gavin Grahovac at the plate. He'll watch a strike. We need to get back at bat from both Grahovac and Sorrell. If they have it in the clip, go a long way in swinging the momentum in this game, which is already teetering on A&M's side. Here's the 0-1. That's low. Going to go 1-1. Wowee. That's a freshman, man. He's a freshman. Another no-doubter. 1-1 in the dirt. Gonna go 2-1. Couple of strikeouts to start this game out for Gavin. Finds himself 2-1 now. 3rd time at the plate. Here's the pitch in the dirt. 1 hop before it reached home plate. That was pitch 70 for Mercurius. And here's the 3-1 to Gavin. It's low, and that is a walk. 1 run scored, no outs. Caden Sorrell approaches home plate, and now a mound visit will ensue. Infield collapses in on Mercurius here. Looks like a player's only mound visit. No coach in sight. Just players talking to him. One of those guys you kind of have to trust through these moments. Just been so good this year. Some light movement in the bullpen that they're showing right now. Dude still has his hoodie on. He hasn't even touched a baseball. Just doing his dynamic stretches. And a couple of strikeouts to start the game for Sorrell. Third at bat. Here he is. Low and inside. Mercurius losing a little bit of command here after giving up 2 homers. Pitch 72. Maybe A&M's gotten to him a little bit. We'll see what happens. He's a good pitcher. He can very well regroup here. Swing and a miss to go 1-1 for Caden Sorrell. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off. Gonna go 1-2. One-two count for Sorrell with a Copian on deck. Here's the pitch. Inside. Gonna go 2-2. Hakopian got the party started with a 2-run homer. Hopefully Sorrell's party can get started right now. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swings at a low pitch. Struck him out. Some discussion happening, though. Foul ball. It was tipped. It was tipped. It was a foul tip in the dirt. Sorrell knew it. Oh. Coach meandering on up. Gonna start cussing someone out again, and he and Early can have a shouting match. Calmer approach by the coach this time, just to walk up and back to the ump and back. Really hard to tell with the ESPN camera. The frames don't really let you see it. But Sorrell seemed very confident that that thing had been touched. Didn't even think about walking away. 2 strikes for Sorrell. Throws to first. Gavin's safe. Should be no outs this inning. It's 2-2 count. They haven't taken that out yet. There, it's gone. Sorrell gets a new lease on life here. Here's the pitch. Contacted by Sorrell. Bounces into the glove of the first baseman. But it was foul. Out of play. Run it back again. It was really hard to tell. There's not enough frames in these ESPN cameras to really see what happened there. Even if they went slow-mo, I'm sure it would skip out right at the contact point. It looked like there could have been a little, like, pinball action down there. But Sorrell seemed very confident. Ump knew right away, too. It'll stay 2-2. After that one's called foul. At bat has gone 2 pitches longer than you might have expected watching with the naked eye. He'll throw to first. Gavin's back. Count is still 2-2. Here's the pitch to Sorrell. Swing and a miss. Got him there. No foul. Right into the catcher's glove. Got a couple extra pitches out of that at-bat, but nothing to show for Sorrell. His slow start continues. It's a matter of time. Every at-bat, you know it could be the one. 1 out now in the inning. 1 run scored. Runner on first. Chris Hacopian, can you do it again? Here's the pitch. Low and away in the dirt. Controlled by the catcher. Gavin stays at first. One-0 pitch to Hacopian. He'll watch a strike there. 1-1. Texas is with a commanding 9-2 lead. No grand slam can tie this one up. 1-1 count for Chris Hacopian, who's already gotten to be curious. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Off the catcher's chest. But Gavin stays. Got away from him, but kept it in front of him. Another mound visit happening. See if that pitcher who was moving around in the bullpen ready to go. Skip Johnson walking to the mound. Talking to Mercurius. The Grand Slam took the lead. And then Texas tied it up in the bottom. Is that what happened? And then Ole Miss won it. There is activity in the bullpen, full bore now. Move is not made right now. Two-one count for Hacopian. Gavin still at first base. 1 out. Throw to first. Gavin's back. I think. We didn't see the camera. Oh, there's Gavin. He's safe. Two-one pitch. Low. Three-one count for the Maryland transfer, Chris Hacopian. Here's the pitch. They'll call a strike. Top of the zone. It was very high. But it'll go full count here. Hacopian was already trotting to first base. Got several steps away from the plate, but the ump rang him up there. Full count. Keep fighting, Hacopian. Here's the pitch. That one's outside. And that'll walk Hacopian. 2 base runners on for the Ags with Wes Jordan approaching home plate. I thought it was high. So did Hacopian. Ump ain't perfect. I think we benefited a couple times this game too. Hacopian walks. So all is good. Wesley Jordan. Only 1 out, 2 runners on. First pitch is contacted well. This one's going far, and this one's gone! Wes Jordan, 3-run homer. Hacopian's back. Jordan's back. A&M, big lead. 6-2 ball game. Both returning Aggies touch home plate, as does Gavin Grahovac. And the Aggies are up and running on a Saturday afternoon. Massive bounce-back performance today so far. And it wasn't always pretty. First inning was terrible. But since then, Weston Moss dialing it up, and so are these Aggie bats. I think that's hit number 11 or 12. Dewar contacts it. Is it in play? It rolls past first base. Foul ball. That was close. Come on, Ags! Man, if they keep this up, what we're seeing right now is an extremely mature response to a lot of things. We've talked about it. So many things worked against them these last 12 hours, including the first inning of this game. Swing and a miss after that first one was called foul against their best pitcher. Indeed, indeed. 0-2 count for Dewar. He did single in the first. Or, I'm sorry, the second. Only went through 3 bats in the first inning. Here's the 0-2. Outside. Going to go 1-2. And we ran their Friday guy out of the game early. Yeah, he didn't have a good one at all. Pitch 86 for Mercurius coming up. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. They'll ring up Jake Dewar. Get back strike out for Mercurius, but big inning. Big ol' inning. This inning started with the bottom of the order. First pitch, solo homer by Boston Kellner, and the Aggies have been busy since then. The other freshman, Nico Partita, at the plate. See what Nico can do. Low strike. I'll read off all your celebrations at the break. 0-1 count for Partita. Ole Miss player just dove into the gate on the sidewall, and it opened, and he flew through it. 1-1 count for Partita. What's up, root beer in a glass? Things are good. What's good? Baseball's good right now. I'm loving baseball right now. Ags are up 6-2 in a get-back game. Trying to force the rubber match. Here's the 1-1. Contacted by Partita. Bouncer to shortstop. Should be out at first, and he is. In any event, A&M scores 4 in the inning by way of a solo Kellner homer and a 3-run homer from West Jordan. Beautiful inning. Beautiful stuff from Moss. Beautiful stuff from the Aggie fielding team, and a beautiful response to everything that happened in that 6th inning and beyond yesterday, and to a really slow start in the first today. Maturity is showing. Growth is showing, but they got to finish the job. Haven't seen a look at the game yet. Seems pretty good so far, unlike last night. Yeah, oh my goodness. This is such a different performance than yesterday. Yesterday we took advantage of a bad pitcher in the first inning, and beyond that, very inconsistent. The game felt completely different this time, BTTS. Sadeo had not settled in like Moss, and the bats were very mediocre outside of that opening inning. Totally different feeling right now in this 5th inning lead. I'll be right back. Weston Moss back at the mound after a great response to surrendering a homer in the first for 2 runs. Things have been good. Got to keep it up, though. This has all been great, but you got to get it to the finish line. A lot of game left. Yeah, for sure, Ryan. We're excelling right now, but got to keep doing it. That pitch is low and away, 1-1 count. I mean, he's going to strike people out. He's a really freaking good pitcher. Swing and a miss for Moss. But I think we also, to those 7 Ks, I think have 11 or 12 hits steady. We're having more moments. But yeah, too many strikeouts at the top of the order today. Gavin got on, though, that last at-bat, which was great to see. Two for Weston Moss. A&M is the top team in the first 4 buys right now, so technically bubble, but pretty safe. I'd be shocked if A&M doesn't get in. And I say that knowing very well what our history is with committees. Full count. Here's the pitch. It's inside. Leadoff walk. Surrendered. Oh, you would love to make work with this. Weston Moss has to respond. Lenardi's bracket that dropped today. I mean, if you're on the page, you're technically a bubble team, right? But no, A&M's in. It's not really the bubble anymore because it's stabilized now with no games left. So, yeah, you don't have to call it the bubble if you don't want. That chart, I think, would more so indicate your bubble with more games to play. But top of the first 4 buys means you're in at this point, I would think. Ball is struck right into the glove of Grahovac. He throws the runner out at second. Base runner stays at first. And that's an out. Yeah, we're definitely in. You don't think we can get a 9 seed? I mean, a 10 seed? I feel like I'm seeing all 10 seed. We could get a 9, though. Here's the pitch. Top of the order, Jason Walk. It's a ball inside and low. I think we're a 10 seed. I mean, everywhere you look, it says 10 seed right now. Who knows? Who freaking knows? We'll find out tomorrow evening-ish. That's this thing. I keep hearing it's like a weaker bubble this year. For whatever that means. Pitches inside. Bear tries to throw the stealing base runner out at second, but he's safe. OU will steal another bag. It's what they do. Yeah, I mean, you're playing the top dog in round 2 with the 9th seed, right? You're playing the 1 seed. Pitches outside. That was pitch 72 for Moss. Two 1 count. Here's the pitch. It's inside. 3-1 count. Runner on second. 1 down in the inning. Top of the order for OU with Jason Walk. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Strike. Just tagged the bottom inside corner of the zone. Going to go full count here. They're showing the wind really picking up. Kind of right field to center field-ish wind. Here's the full count pitch. Check swing. Struck him out! Weston Moss got him. 2 down in the inning. But some big bats coming up for OU here. Check swing I don't know if they call him going around or if they just called it a strike straight up. Strikeout nonetheless. Two down with Camden Johnson at the plate. First pitch to Johnson. Inside, it's a ball. Very animated Weston Moss responding to his own pitches. What is the Sunday Selection watch party with the team? What is that? Are they hosting like a public event? That's pretty cool if so. Here's the 1-0. Strike. Top inside corner. One count. Weston Moss versus Camden Johnson. Here's the pitch. High and away. To go 2-1. I need to change this game. Texas has a massive 11-2 lead. Get back in their own right, to be fair. Here's the 2-1 pitch. It's contacted and into the glove of Akopian, who will throw the runner out at first. Another scoreless inning. Only 2 allowed in that first inning and nothing since for Weston Moss and these Aggies. Let's keep responding at the plate. Let's keep it going. Man, Weston is dialed, guys. This is a really, really good sign. Weston at pitch 77 or so can keep going. Side screen. What game to put? How's Tennessee-Georgia going? I didn't catch a lick of the Tennessee-Georgia game last night. Can someone get me up to speed there? Right now, Georgia's up 3-2 at bat in the bottom of the 5th. 2 down, runner on first. What happened in Tennessee-Georgia game 1, guys? Yeah, he's doing great, steady. This is very, very, very encouraging. Tennessee just threw a Georgia base runner out at second for the 3rd out. I guess no one watched Georgia-Tennessee. I was looking at the LSU, Vandy, and the Texas Ole Miss game all night. I believe Terrence Kuehl will lead us off this inning, followed by Bear Harrison and Boston Kellner, who had the solo homer last at bat. Tennessee won 7-4. Damn. Georgia had like 58 homers in the non-con. Something insane. And Tennessee held them to 4. New pitcher on the mound, Reed Hensley. 6 foot 214. Looks heavier than 214. Looks like a bruiser. If he's 6 foot, this guy's got to be 250. He's built. He's sturdy. Georgia plays in a Little League park. Gotcha. Are you serious? Doesn't Tennessee too? What is Tennessee's? TK in the batter's box. New pitcher up, right-handed pitcher for OU. First pitch is high and away. That's awesome. Well, I mean, nearing 60 home runs is ridiculous. They got a Pee Wee Park. 2-0 count for TK2. Shows bunt, pulls it, but it is a strike. Two-one count for Terrence Keel II. Here's the pitch. Fouled off right. Out of play. Into the crowd. Very adult move by the man who caught the ball, threw it to a couple of kids. Good baseball vibes. 2-2 count for TK. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. One hops into the catcher's chest glove area. Full count for Terrence Keel. Had a base hit his last at-bat. Here's the pitch. Low and away. That's a leadoff walk, and it's TK, the man you want on base. Bear Harrison at bat. Good vibes continue. I guess that's possible, Andrew, but that's still an insane number. It's got to be that plus small ballpark plus good bats. Like, we'll have to actually acknowledge that too. Like, top 10 team. Bear Harrison. First pitch to Bear. Fouled it off. Bear is hunting. Oh, 1 count for Harrison. Pitcher steps off. They reset. Here's the pitch. High and away. OU fans disagree with that one, but the thing is, it's really hard to tell with Bear Harrison because of how he hugs the plate. So the super inside ones that look like a ball are often a strike. And the ones that are outside might be a ball. That ball gets away from the pitcher's glove. TK looked like he wanted to go, but didn't. Just a routine little toss to the pitcher got away from him. TK took a few steps, but ultimately stayed at first. Here's the 1-1. High and away. Yeah, they switched. They switched, Ryan. Can't remember the games where there have been like 20-plus run games. You know some of those aren't from Grand Slam. Yeah. Yeah. But, I mean, we've had some big games that we didn't get that, like, close. Right? Like at half of what they got. It's just insane. What's up, Noble? Great to see you, man. That's a high pitch. 3-1 count for Bear Harrison. No outs in this inning. TK is on. It's been a great day, Noble. Terrible first inning. Both top and bottom were terrible. But since then, it's been good. 3-1 to Bear. Inside pitch. Bear will walk. Both leadoff batters are on. And Boston Kellner will follow up his homer with an at-bat with no outs. And TK on second and Bear Harrison on first. It's all good, Sean. This team, they're cooking. They're cooking. Mound visit. Infield collapses on the mound. No coach appearance. Georgia makes quick work of that inning. We'll see what the freshman can do again. And there's more movement in the bullpen. Looks like OU could make a quick switch off of this guy. Only 11 pitches in. 2 walks surrendered to start his afternoon. First pitch to Boston Kellner. is contacted into the right fielder's glove. A lot of action going on the first pitches to Boston Kellner. His homer was off the first pitch of the at-bat, the first pitch of the inning. But TK will advance to third base. So options available here for Gavin. Runners at the corners. First pitch to Gavin. Check swing. It's a strike. What changed from yesterday to today? I think we have something like 13 hits right now. Weston Moss is dealing. Sadeo had a rough, day. Moss had a rough inning, but since then been nails. 0-1 to Grahovac. Chop to short. It's going to be a double play to get out of the inning for OU. It's the thing you didn't want to do. OU gets out of it. They got to feel good about that. It's 11 hits for A&M to 4 hits for OU. It's so strange because, right now, Partita hasn't had a good series, but he's young. You expect lumps for the freshman, first series in the SEC. But I'm saying it because it's happening. Our worst at-bats have been coming from the top two of our lineup this series. Gavin hasn't been all terrible. We haven't got anything from Sorrell yet, and it's got to change. But it will. I know it will. We're just saying what's been happening. That was... If OU fights back into this game, that'll be a moment they look back on. Because A&M had the leadoff 2 on with no outs. The live stats, I can't get them to load right now. Wells. For sure, Sean. And the depth is stepping up, and that kind of just tells you, hey, when they get it going, this thing will be really clicking. EPAC. Not going to be able to watch with you gents today. Here's a little salsa money for good luck. Have a great day and gig 'em. Thank you so much for the $10 donation, EPAC. Really appreciate the support as always, man. That's very much appreciated. And yeah, the hot sauce. We're only doing hot sauce if A&M wins. That's it. That's all I want. That's all I need today is an A&M win. We're not doing any scenarios besides the final score going the Ags' way. I hope so, Jonathan. I hope so. Weston Moss back at the mound. Pitch 80 coming up. That one struck, but it's fly ball into the glove of TK. Didn't have to move too much. Basically walk into it for TK with how he can move. One pitch, one out in the inning. Hopefully Moss can get a quickie here and keep this thing going. If Moss keeps it up in conference, how many pitches will they let him go, you think, guys? Next pitch is a strike. There's a ball, 1-1 count. Gamble at the plate. Here's the 1-1. In the dirt. Might have to head out, Ryan. All good. No. It's one dab with the win. My insides were kind of hurting last night, so I have to calm down. Here's the 2-1. That one's hit. It'll land left center into the gap, into the glove of Sorrell. That's a 1-out double for Trey Gambrill. I'm advocating for Teague at the top and bump Gavin down. The fact that we're doing so well as we are with Sorrell and Gavin hitting so badly is impressive. It's very impressive. And if everyone can keep it up, I mean, this thing could be great. 95, says Andrew. Sizable lead, I pull after 90. I would want, like, a run of insurance to say it's sizable, but... yeah. We'll see how it goes right now. This is their best batter up, and he swings and a misses. Is Deaton LaChance. Do you see what Nico told the media last night? No, I didn't even see any player interviews. Where did you see the player interview? I couldn't find any last night, coach or player. 0-1 count. That pitch is outside. Going to go 1-1. I would too, Sean. You think 95 after if it's this inning? Yeah. Here's the 1-1 to LaChance. It's hit well. Backing up. Sorrell snags it! Sorrell snagged it! That thing was all but gone. But Sorrell climbed the air and snagged it and kept it in play. My goodness. That was all but gone. Absolute highway robbery by Caden Sorrell. But the umps will review something here. They're having a little meeting. A&M is appealing the tag up. So this could be 2 outs, right? Or the runner just has to go back. What's the call if he actually didn't hold his water on the tag? This is an out, right? That was massive. That was a 2-run homer. Okay, Sorrell just earned so much this weekend. Despite the bad bats, that right there was huge. Regardless of whatever the call is right here. He would be out. Then that would be out of the inning. He appears tagged up there. It appears that he did tag that he held his water on the tag. That appeared as though he was touching the bag while it entered Sorrell's glove. Not the best footage, but that's just what it looked like to me. Yeah, he's safe. Stays at third. Let's get one more out here. Here's the pitch from Moss. Swing and a miss. I think Weston Moss has to give Caden Sorrell a big old hug and maybe a couple $1,000. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's high. 1-1. So base runner is on third with 2 outs. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's hit very well. It's gone. It's gone. Well, at least it's 2 runs and not 3. So OU narrows the gap to a 2-run lead for A&M. That was pitch 90 for Weston Moss. Gotta assume that day is getting close to being done. Well, instead of saving 2 runs, Sorrell's robbery ends up only keeping 1 run off the board, but still could be huge. That is if you want to math it that way. This one's popped up. This should be the third out. Jake Dewar running under it. Jake Dewar snags it. Okay. Nice and clean. I think it's time to get Moss out of there. It was a great outing. Things got away from him once he got around the 90 pitch marker, but shoot, man. Unfortunate ending there, but still some good stuff for Moss today. Bullpen, we're going to have to hold on for us. Absolutely. Yeah, hitting has to get it done. We're not safe at all. I think Moss still gets credit, though. I mean, he improved on what our most experienced guy did yesterday and responded well to that first inning. Yeah, I mean, Gavin Lyons is fresh and good to go, and I think Vargas only pitched like not even 20 pitches. So we'll see where they go. They went to Hubert a lot in the non-con. I don't know if they'll go to him here. They did go to a freshman yesterday, though. It'll be interesting to see. I'm very curious. But I'm not mercurious. Caden Sorrell, after his snag over the wall, will lead off this inning. Lions warming up. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that's what I would think too. And then tomorrow you probably feel better, even better about Darden and Vargas with the day between. I think Darden went like 30 yesterday, maybe. Vargas was sparsely used. It wasn't a great day for Vargas. Gotcha, Jonathan. We'll see, man. They're down a body now, so maybe Nico's path to pitching is a little bit closer now. New pitcher for OU, Jaden Barfield, the lefty. Another 6 foot, 215 pounder that I do not believe for a second. Another powerhouse here. If he's 6 foot, he's not short of 250. This man is sturdy. Lefty on lefty matchup to lead this inning off. Top of the 7th here. Ags with a 2-run lead. Well, let's see if that play in the outfield can give a spark to his next at-bat for Sorrell. That one's in play, but it rolls right into the glove of the second baseman. 1 pitch out for Sorrell. That's too bad. That is too bad. Chris Hakopian at the plate, though. That is the good news. First pitch to Hakopian. He'll watch a strike. That's Nico's former teammate. Wow. 0-1 pitch to Hakopian. That one's outside, 1-1. The 1-1 to Hakopian. It's a strike. 1-2 count. Had the 2-run homer earlier. Here's the pitch. It's in play. Into the gap. Rolling into the glove of the center fielder. That is a single. Nice base hit for Chris Hakopian. He keeps it going. What a player he is. And Hakopian Jordan TK has been the best part of the A&M lineup, but getting good stuff from Bear and Kellner as well today. I mean, to be fair, Gavin has gotten on and touched home plate, I think, but there's the time I like the shift. That pitch is low. One 0 count for Jordan. Here's the pitch. That one's high and away. With Hakopian on first and 1 out. Wesley Jordan stands with a 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. Low and inside on the ground. We can wave the fingers now. 3-0 count. You saw a couple clips of our freshman for next year. We're going to be very good. The recruiting seems really strong, man. He's so good, Bruce. He's so good. All right, guys. 3-0 count. Come on. Let's get this guy on. Here's the pitch. He gets back with a strike. 3-1. Here's the throw to first. Hakopian's fine. Still 3-1 count for West Jordan. The pitch. Outside. Walked him. 2 base runners on for A&M, first and second. TK is the batter up. I'm sorry, Jake Dewar is the batter up. Mound visit amongst the players for OU. They've had several of these today. Very few mound visits for Weston Moss. I don't think there were any. I mean, a lot of times Bear Harrison will go and calm him down. Maybe that's just knowing your teammate, knowing Weston's all right. Just a little short chat. They'll go back to their positions. Jake Dewar at the plate with runners on first and second and 1 out. First pitch is low in the dirt. I should say in the turf because there is no dirt on this field. Not even on the pitcher's mound. You can do it. I like that, Sean. Another visit at the mound for OU after the 1-0 count and 2 base runners on. Coach walk into the mound. Looks like it's just a chat. Got a player up in the bullpen, not throwing or anything yet. We'll see where they go. Jake Dewar. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. The light pole is warming up. Yeah. The light pole was wearing a glove. One count for Jake Dewar. Here's the pitch. Low and away. 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Dewar. It's high. Going to go 3-1 here. Chance to load the bases off with a walk. Load them up, I should say. Georgia's pitcher's name is Aoki. That's awesome. 3-1 count. Here's the pitch to Dewar. Oh, they'll ring him up for a strike. Just touched the bottom inside corner of that zone. We'll go full count. No soft contact. Don't want to see a double play happen here. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Okay. Dewar will fight. Full count. There's the pitch. It's low and away, and the bases are loaded with 1 out. And now, Nico Partita will approach home plate. Big opportunity for the freshman. Hasn't really gotten it going at bat this series, but with every bit of experience he gathers and gains, he'll be closer to having that impact that he's had through the non-con. He's been so good. Just learning life in the SEC here. We saw Boston work through it and come through today. There will be a pitching change here. Pitcher will adopt, bases loaded with 1 out. And we'll battle it out against the freshman Partita. I guess we'll take a break as he gets loose and lathered, and I'll be right back to see the action. All right, big opportunity for the freshman Partita with the bases loaded. New pitcher up. Am I listening to what their fans were saying? No, not at all. Have no idea what you're talking about. Whose fans? OU's fans? No idea. Partita, Partita, Partita. Mason Bigsby, 1-0 record, 0 ERA through 4 2/3 innings pitched. 9 Ks to 4 walks. Per the stats you were also seeing on your screen that I'm just repeating to you because I'm looking at them. This guy's from San Antonio and he throws gas. Is he from San Antonio? Well, I wish him success in every moment except right now. Here's the pitch to Partita. He hits it, But it's a slow roller to short, and it's a double play to get out of the inning. Pitcher comes in and gets the job done with one pitch. Swung at the first ball. Slow roller. Right into the glove. Unfortunate. And that's two of those moments where A&M's had chances in opportune situations where they don't get anything out of it. Same thing happened when Gavin had a similar play. Might have been last inning. Those are the moments you have to have something. You have to get something out of those moments, man. Those are the ones that are absolutely going to come back and bite you. And now A&M will very likely go through a pitching change, and hopefully that change goes smoothly. Because right now this is still a 2-score game, and OU feels good about that inning. Ouch. Most of the bats have done stuff this series. The three who have had a down couple of games have been the leadoff two and Partita. It's a matter of time, but it can't be too late. It's Gavin Lyons time, yeah. I like Lions, but OU's a good team. We'll see what happens here. The LOB out there so we can look horrible. Yeah, man, these situationals have been pretty rough. I think that's two in a row because I think we had runners at the corners, and we gave up a double play on soft contact, right to a glove, and then bases loaded happens again right there. It was a fine outing for Moss. And Moss will keep it going. Moss is on the mound, ready to keep this thing going at 91 pitches. Some faith in the arm of Weston Moss here. We'll see how long they go with him. What's up, Braves? Good to see you, man. First pitch for Moss in the inning is a strike that the batter will watch. All right, we predicted that he'd be out of here if he got around 95 pitches in that last inning. He ended around 90. He'll keep it going. Here's the 0-1. Low and away. They're booing our players. A lot of players feed off of that. I love it. 1-1 is high and away for Moss. 5 left on through 2 innings is not ideal. Yeah, I'm no mathematician, but that sucks. Here's the 2-1 from Moss. There's a strike to go 2-2. Look, if Moss can hold on to this 2-run lead, and you get this extra inning out of him, that'd be massive for the bullpen. Massive. But you are watching a pitcher going through pitch 96 right now. Here's the 2-2. Fouled off. Pen is warming up. Someone said Gavin Lyons. That would be my guess. Randy out of nowhere. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Low and away. Full count for the leadoff batter. Weston Moss hanging in there. Pitch 98. Here it is. High. He'll walk him. Leadoff man gets on. With 2 pitchers warming up, according to Jonathan, we could be seeing this change soon. It would be noble. Give him one more at bat here. And here we go. Mound meeting happening now. Weston Moss yells into his glove. Maybe he knows his day's done. Yeah, he probably knows if he gets that leadoff guy out, he's probably keeping it going. But hey, 6 innings out of your starter. We'll take it. And there is Ethan Darden. He is okay after slipping last game. Wasn't on the injury report. Assumed he'd be fine. Just wanted to get it verified, and here we're seeing it. So Darden is again the first pitcher out of the bullpen as he was yesterday, not Gavin Lyons. Darden will adopt a runner on first and no out situation. See what Darden can do. Darden, one of our more experienced arms out of the bullpen. 40 innings last year at Clemson. Started 9 games, 4-2 record with a 6.08 ERA with 34 strikeouts. So far on the year, Darden with a 1.93 ERA, .86 whip, 2.0 record in 6 appearances, 9.1 innings pitched. Keeping the theme with the A&M pitching staff, low walk count at 2 on the year, 6 hits surrendered with 7 strikeouts. Oh, BTTS, every time you say it, it hurts. Every time you type it out, it hurts, but it's real. It's what happened. Oh, it's such a bummer. It's extra sad because it's him, too, and his story and his previous injury. Sad for anybody, but especially him. But again, he adopts runner on first, no outs against a dangerous OU team. I believe this is a pinch hitter. I don't think I've seen number 11 yet today. Number 11 is Gerardo Prado. .125 batting average. Darden starts things out with a strike. Next pitch is fouled off. 0-2 count. Runner on first. Here's the pitch. Hopped before it reached the plate. I think people typically get as many injury red shirts as they need these days, BTTS, but I don't know the exact details of it. It seems to me that people get as many injury red shirts as needed nowadays. He'll throw to first. Runner's back. You're ahead of me, Jonathan? Well, you should be if you're at the game. Aren't you at the game? If I'm ahead of you, we got some problems. Later, Ryan. Have a good day, man. Thanks for being here. 1-2 pitch. Outside. Right, BTTS. Good point. Oh, it sucks so bad. I don't want to look at it again. I saw it live, and that's it. That's all I need. I'm going to throw to first. Count is 2-2. Another throw to first. Back and safe. Two-two pitch. Just outside. Going to go full count here. Went full count from an 0-2 count. And here's the pitch. Fouled off. Here's a 3-2 pitch. It's low. He'll walk. Runners on first and second with no outs. Darden walks his first at-bat of the day. Top of the order with Jason Walk, it looks like. Batters meeting for OU. Like a mini check swing on that take, BTTS. Didn't go. Double play would be great, man. It'd be great. Big moment here. A&M's had a couple of moments like this the last couple of innings at bat and have not gotten anything out of it. Now it's OU's chance to do it and A&M's chance to deny it. Freaking palm is sweaty and itchy now. Thanks, baseball. I love you. They're going to bunt. Would make sense. Get to more of their power, guys. Advance the base runners. Little sack bunt right here. He shows bunt, pulls it. It's ball. Here's the 1-0 showing bunt again. That's in play. Wow. Bases are loaded, no outs. Perfect slow rolling bunt, just trickles a few feet down the third base line. And OU enters the heart of their lineup with no outs and bases loaded. Oh, man. Next pitch is low and away. Here's the 1-0. It's outside. 2-0. He did pitch yesterday. I don't think he got to 30. He might have gotten right around there. Bear Harrison will jog to the mound. Kelly walks in, having some words. Yeah, this is a bad moment here. Darden looks down, takes some deep breaths. Steps up to the mound. With a 2-0 count and bases loaded with no outs. Here's the pitch. There's a strike. 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. They'll call it low. It was close, but we'll go 3-1. Guys. Here's the 3-1 pitch. It's a walk. And OU will score. 1-run game and the bases stay loaded with no outs. My goodness. Oh, boy. It's Darden. His day is done after 14 pitches. Who's coming in? Fresh corn. Brace yourselves, guys. I know you are. See what fresh corn can do. Indeed it is equilibrium. Indeed it is. Rough bullpen look right now, but SB, we also had a couple opportunity at bat, like the last 2 innings. We had bases loaded with 1 out, double play. We had runners in the corners with 1 out, double play. But yeah, pitching has been that's rough relief. I don't live in College Station, San Antonio. San Antonio, what's up, man? I think we're more than sweating it right now, Kyler. This thing was going smoothly, but the bullpen is looking rough. A man down, 2 men down. McCoy out before the year. Now Stewart down. Yeah, a lot of that first pitch stuff too, SB. Bases loaded. Fresh corn throws a strike to Brock. Oh, yeah, we are, James. Hubert and Vincent. Here's the 0-1. Another strike outside of the zone. Absolutely BTTS. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Outside. We'll go 1-2. One-two pitch from Fresh Corn. It's in play. Tagged out at home. A&M looks like they prevented a run scored there. Yep. Good play by Gavin there. There we go. One down. Gavin ran up from first base and kind of shuttle-armed that ball to home plate. Bear touches the plate to get the out. Bases stay loaded with one out. Next pitch is a ball to Gambrel. One 0 count. Here's the pitch. High and away. DP is needed, Zeno. Here's the 2-0 pitch. There's a strike for Fresh Corn. Two-one pitch. High and away. 3-1 count with bases loaded. Come on, Fresh Corn. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Gonna go full count. As Bear nods in approval towards Fresh Corn, throws him the ball back. Game in the balance here. Full count. Here's the pitch from Fresh Corn. Struck him out looking! Let's go, Fresh Corn. Get us out of it, baby! By the way, if that's Jason Walk on third base, he stole home. I believe it was him in the Wednesday game this week. Deaton LaChance almost homered earlier this game. Check swing. It's a strike. His homer was robbed by Caden Sorrell. One of, if not their best bat, as I keep saying the whole series. 0-1 count for Fresh Corn, 2 down. Y'all see the bases. 0-1. High and away. 1-1 count. Indeed it was, Sean. Come on, Fresh Corn. Do it, man. The 1-1 pitch. Outside. 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. It's in play. They'll touch the bag and get the third out. Clayton Fresh Corn, the corn is certified fresh. Gets it done. Only 1 run surrendered in the inning. Bases loaded with no outs. Come on, Fresh Corn. That was massive. I mean, I don't have to tell you. He's built for it, man. Certified fresh. I need to get a freaking corn prop. I need a corn. I need a plastic corn or just some real corn. My goodness, man. How can you not love some fresh corn? Freshy. Let's go. Richter says, whoop. BTTS says he's been nails all season. BTTS says, let's go. That's what fresh corn does. Let's go from Nebby. LFG from Zeno. Huge from SB. He's been nails all year. Let's get some runs this inning. Indeed. Freshy from Wadad. Richter with the whoop. How do we get out of that? Fresh corn. Fresh corn, man. Darden did not have it there. Got us in the bind, but fresh corn gets us out of it. Massive. Massive. Fresh corn, certified fresh. Fresh corn! It's fresh, man. It's fresh. What can I say? We're farmers. All right, bats. Get us some distance, man. Come on. Come on. What a freaking moment, man. And we're all here tense on the couch like our butts are gripping the seats. We're planted. And Fresh Corn's out there living it, and he had to go do it, and he did. That's high-level baseball right there, man. Got it done. Got it done. I'll send you some fresh plastic corn, my granddaughter. She won't miss one. That's funny. Buy the man a beer, yeah. Exactly. What's up, Michael Rudolph, Michael Barclay, Jeffrey Smith? This will be a make-or-break pitcher. Perfect time to learn and figure it out. And he did. Well done. What a game so far. Yep. Yep. She's already learned the Gigaman horns down. Oh, you're teaching her well. You're teaching her well, man. 111 of y'all in here. Thank you guys so much for being here yet again. It's been a good turnout this week. You'll go drop a like and a sub on the channel. It helps me a lot. We'll be back tomorrow for the 2 o'clock conclusion to the series. Hopefully rubber match. We'll find out right now. Top of the 8th. Terrence Kuehl II will lead off the inning. Second pitch from the right-handed pitcher from San Antonio. It's a ball high and away. Darden owns fresh corn beer. Give him a good corn beer. A little bush latte. Here's the 1-0. It's inside. 2-0 for TK. Yeah, I've been high on fresh corn since that month you're talking about, BTTS. I had some hope for him this year, and it's showing right now. 2-0 count for Terrence Kuehl. That's down the pipe. Going to go 2-1. Fresh corn did amazing. Not one groove fastball. Maybe he's pitching on another level. Great, great inning. Absolutely. For real, just hoping they'd score only 3 runs in the inning. I know, man. But we gotta get some runs ourselves here. We've left a lot on the board these last couple of innings. 5 stranded over the last 2. That pitch is inside. 3-1 count for Terrence Kuehl. I would love to blow some bubbles right here, right now, Jeffrey, in this inning. In this inning, we need bubbles. 3-1 count for TK2. Here's the pitch. High. TK will walk. Leadoff man is on, and it is Terrence Kuehl II. That's the man you want on base. Bear Harrison will follow him up. Let's go. Come on, Bear. What the hell, Dylan? Pitches inside for Bear. That's a ball. One 1-0 count for Bear Harrison. Here's the pitch. He'll watch a strike there. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Bear Harrison. That's another strike, 1-2. One, two, no outs. TK on first, Bear Harrison. Here's the pitch. Fouls it off. Hang in there, Bear. Break in action. Base runner advance. They call a balk. One, two for Bear. Fouls it off. Near the grip of the bat. TK moves into scoring position. He's at second base now with no outs. Bear with a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch to Bear. It's low. It'll go 2-2. Gets set of the double play right. Two count. Pitcher shakes his head, then approves. Here's the pitch. Inside to Bear. We'll go full count here. Pretty good at bat from Bear. Let's finish it off. Bear Harrison. It's low. Bear Harrison will walk. Runners on first and second. Can we get them home? Couple innings in a row, they've stranded 5. Can they right that wrong now? Bottom of the order, Boston Kellner, already homered today. Then the top of the order with Gavin Grahovac and Caden Sorrell. Let's find it, Ags. Kellner in the batter's box. He does bunt. It's low. 1-0 count. Here's the 1-0 pitch. It's a bunt. Contacts it. Trickles to the pitcher. He'll throw him out at first. But base runners advance. Two base runners in scoring position. The sac bunt works as intended. And now it's the top of the order with Gavin Grahovac and Caden Sorrell, who have not had the best series so far. Got a little bit from Gavin. Sorrell hasn't had anything to show for besides maybe a walk or two. But here's their opportunity when the team really needs it. Down a game in the series on Saturday. That pitch is low and away. It looked like he was stepping off, right, BTTS? I'm surprised we didn't get another look at that. He was stepping off, was the first baseman. As the ball entered his glove, he was kind of stepping off the bag. It really is, man. No, not really an excuse here. Do they make a change? No, just a meeting. He's looking towards the dugout. The bullpen. Yeah, they're making a change here. All right. We'll see what happens with the new pitcher. Top of the order. 2 runners in scoring position. Big moment for Gavin here. The leader, the veteran. Here we go. Dylan, get yourself together, man. They're not even mixed signals. I'm getting clear signals that Dylan's falling apart. Sphincter's at 90% clinch. I'm less clinched than I was last inning, I'll say that. But this is a gotta have it. This is a gotta have it, guys. We gotta get runs here. Isaac Williams, 0 ERA, 5 1/3 innings pitched, 8 Ks to 0 walks, 4 hits surrendered, 1-0 record. Gavin Grahovac, at bat. Here's the pitch. He'll watch a strike to go 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Gavin fouls it off to go 1-2. You like the banner? The scoreboard or the rowback? Or something else? Either way, thank you. One-two count for Gavin. 2 runners in scoring position. Here's the pitch. High pitch, fouled off. Hopefully out of play. Right fielder running towards it. And yes, it is out of play. It'll stay 1-2. Looks like Georgia's an out away from tying the series up. 1-2 count for Gavin. Here's the pitch. Swings at a high one. Fouled off. You got ESPN working so we can mute and listen? Awesome. Oh, dude. If I did the play-by-play, it'd probably be a problem. I'd probably say something I'm not supposed to on camera. But I appreciate it, Miguel. Yeah, Georgia ties the series up. Here's the 1-2 to Gavin. Outside pitch. Gavin tags it. It's high right field. It's a sac fly for Gavin Grahovac. The Aggies get a little bit of insurance. And we do get a run in the inning. Wasn't perfect. Wasn't the best case scenario. But hey, we're taking a 2-run lead going to the 9th here. Or going to the bottom of the 8th, I should say. But still, Caden Sorrell at bat, followed by Hakopian. Massive opportunity still before us here in this inning. 2 down. Bear Harrison on third base. Big time. Good contact from Gavin. We will take it. Sorrell, it is your turn. He'll watch a strike. Yeah. I mean, this is what you want to set Sorrell up for right here. 0-1 count to Caden Sorrell. Here's the pitch. It's high and away. He's the State Farm Insurance man of the game, right? Let's get greedy, though. Give me one more here, Caden. Come on. 1-1 count for Caden Sorrell. Here's the pitch. He pops it up. It's far, though. It's gone! It's gone! Caden Sorrell got it done! Yeehaw, baby! Yeehaw! Yeehaw! Caden Sorrell, baby! He was so due! He was so due! So was Gavin! And they do it to him! They absolutely do it to him! Blow the damn bubbles, and you know what? I have an announcement to make. Just for old times. Just to say goodbye. Just to say goodbye. Let's just play it real quick. Let's just rattle the bog a little bit. Chris Hacopian. At bat. And in that bog there was a hole. Let's go, Hacopian. This man is also lethal. This man is also lethal. 1-0 count to Hacopian. They'll call strike, top of the zone, 1-1 count. Oh my gosh, I'm shaking, guys. I'm shaking. One for Hacopian. Here's the pitch. Hacopian fouls one off. It was barely gone. They've had a couple of barely not gones, and we just had one barely gone, bouncing off the top of the yellow bar of the back fence. We can keep bogging. We can keep bogging. One-two count for Hacopian. That one's low and away. It was close, man. He got it by like literally an inch. I mean, it bounces off the wall probably, and he still gets to second. But that thing bounced out off the top of the fence, top of the wall. 2-2 count for Hacopian. Gig 'em, Eric. Here's the pitch. Hacopian contacts it. But it's into the glove of shortstop, and he'll throw him out at first. But the Aggies take a 4-run lead going into the bottom of the 8th, courtesy of Caden Sorrell. Getting it going. It's been a quiet opening series for Sorrell. But today that changed. And it wasn't just with the bat, and that was massive. And look at how fired up he is. He robbed them of a 2-run homer early in the game. And they homered after that, but kept a run off the board. Caden Sorrell's back, man. He did. He did. And Fresh Corn's feeling good. Fresh Corn's feeling good. Oh my gosh, I'm falling out of my chair. I'm freaking out. I'm freaking the hell out. Caden Sorrell, man. How sweet is it? And look, a lot of credit to Fresh Corn, man. I mean, this whole series of events started with Moss's day ending after he surrenders a walk. Several walks surrendered by Darden. Bases loaded. Walk for a run. Enter Clayton Fresh Corn. He gets us out of it. I think he surrendered the one walk for a run. I don't remember. But Fresh Corn got us out of it. And then the Bats get us the insurance. And a strong 4-run lead. And maybe Fresh Corn can take us the distance. 6 outs, baby. Wow, man. Wow. It's been a game of responses if you've been watching from the beginning. Y'all saw that opening inning. It wasn't good for Weston Moss. It was terrible for the Bats. But A&M persevered. Got an early lead. Gave some of that up. Stranded 5 runners through 2 innings in a row leading into this last inning. And now they have a 4-run lead. And not to mention the loss that was game 1 that saw them really go through that bullpen, use a lot of arms, and losing an arm, unfortunately, in Stewart, losing that game late, having an early lead surrendered, and here they are. Chance to win it. Fresh corn at the mound. First pitch is a ball. Clinch for the Ags. Clinch for the Ags. One-0 pitch. It's a strike for fresh corn. The corn was certified fresh last inning. Here's the 1-1. Oh. Batter just narrowly avoids it and says, my bad, should have taken that one for the team. It'll stay 2-1 after he dodges the pitch that would have gotten him on first base. That was merciful by this batter. See if we can make him pay for it. Swing and a miss to go 2-2. Maybe we will make him pay for it. Mississippi State and Arkansas tied at 3-3 in the top of the 7th right now. Number 5, Arkansas. Number 3, team in the country in Mississippi State. Here's the 2-2. Fouled off. Two count. Fresh corn winds up. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss! Leadoff man down for Clayton Freshcorn. This man has come in and stepped up to the big moment. And he has shined. He'll have to keep it going. Second batter up in the inning. Here's the pitch. It's a strike. Here's the 0-1 from Fresh. It's a strike on the inside of the zone. I smell it, SB. The corn does smell fresh, but let's keep it fresh. Don't go stale. Stay popping. Here's the 0-2. Fouled off left. It'll stay 0-2. What's up, Parzival? It's going good right now. If you would have asked me about 25 minutes ago, I'd be full clinch with the bases loaded for OU and no outs. But Fresh Corn got us out of it. Only sorted one run in the situation. So it's going good, Parzival. How are you? Here's the 0-2. Pitches inside. First ball of the out-bat. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. It's in play into the glove of Freshcorn, who underhands it to Gavin for the second out. That ball wasn't getting by Freshcorn. And good thing it wasn't hit particularly hard. You just glove that and just jog on over to first base. Freshcorn getting active, man. Oh, that sucks, Parzival. Hey, enjoy it, man. Only happens once for most of us. Fresh is an athlete. We got athletic corn out there. Third batter up. And he'll start with a strike. Oh, my goodness. Keep it up. Here's the 0-1 from Freshcorn. This one is hit. TK sprinting, but it'll land in right field. He's trying to take two, and he does. That's a 2-out double for OU. They get a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Nothing Freshcorn can't handle here. Saw a little bit of his own blood for the first time today. Man, that's some speed there. All right. Runners on second, 2 outs. Batter up. He'll throw a strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Another strike for Freshcorn. A quick 0-2 count for Freshie. Here's the 0-2. That one's outside. Nothing easy here. Give him the nasty. I know, I see him. He's on the stairs, right, Sean? Here's the 1-2 from Fresh. Struck him out! Got him! Clayton Freshcorn, man! I see who you are! You are built for it! SEC play, good thing we had a Clayton Freshcorn in the back pocket. All this talk about the bullpen, and rightfully so, but Freshcorn comes in and is delivering something beautiful right now. Something fresh and a little corny. Love it. Love it. 9th inning. Can we get more insurance? Can we buy the extended coverage right now? I'm all in on this extended warranty. Look, I typically don't. I typically think that extended warranty is a scam, but I'm buying into the scam today. Let's get a run. I want 1 run this inning. Can we get 1? 1 run. 1 run inning. Sweeper cutter, I don't know, but it was nasty. Freshcorn, baby. He's so fresh. One freaking run. 1 freaking inning. What's it gonna be? Get me 1 run. And then Freshcorn takes us home. A fully rested Gavin Lyons to follow up Aiden Sims tomorrow, one would think. Let's force this rubber match, baby. Drew wants the triple extended. I want the triple extended warranty. I'm not even reading the fine print either. I'm just going to blindly buy it. We handled that last inning at bat so well. The sack bunt, the sack fly, both worked to perfection. And then Caden just cleaned it all up. 2020 plus year vehicles, you better get the extended warranty. I'm buying it. New pitcher in, Trent Collier. Or Collier. Or Collier. Sophomore, 6'2". Lefty. 1.69 ERA. 5 1/3 innings pitched. 6 Ks to no walks. I can read the screen. You know what? It's Wes Jordan leading us off. He'll watch a strike with the first pitch. We don't know, but we fear it, Cyber. Here's the 0-1. Fouled off at the end of the bat by Jordan. Quick 0-2 count to lead off this top of the 9th inning. Here's the 0-2 to Jordan. Got him swinging. 3-pitch strikeout to lead off the top of the 9th. Just need 1 run here. You read the screen like Morgan Freeman. Y'all watch that new dinosaur documentary that Morgan Freeman narrated? He's sounding like he's getting up there, but it's still beautiful. It's just like the evolution of the Morgan Freeman voice. It's a little bit more raspy now. I kind of like it. Outside pitch. Catcher paints a good picture. 0-1 count. Jake Dewar at the plate. Here's the pitch. It's in play. It's in play, and it rolls past third base. Dewar will take 2. 1 out double for Jake Dewar. I think that's his second base hit today. Jake Dewar getting it done. He's got to be 90, Parzival. He's got to be 90. He had one as a pet. That's so good. That's so good, Sean. Yeah, he's so old. He was with the dinosaurs, and he's still killing it right now. Oh, here's the utility piece. Travis Chestnut. Pinch running for Jake Dewar on second base. This is why you have him. This is why you have him. Travis Chestnut pinch running for Jake Dewar. This is speed. This is T-Nut. Here's the pitch to Partita. He'll watch a strike. The card's in the reader. Let's see if the money clears, SB. Let's see if the money clears. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Quick 0-2 count for Partita. We can call him the quickie. Here's the 0-2 to Partita. Swing and a miss. 3 strike K again. Partita going through it. First SEC series. He will be better. He will be fine. It's going to take some reps. Going to take some experience in this conference for him. But now it's TK time. Come on, TK. That one's low in the dirt for TK. How does T-Nut stay warm? Like, he's been in the dugout the whole game. Is he doing stretches, or is he just like, fire stays hot, he's ready to go? I know I'd be like stiff as a board out there if I were on the dugout the whole game and I had to pinch run. 2-0 count for TK2. Looking for that insurance. Hopefully that insurance clears. 2-0 count for TK. Pitches outside. 3-0 count. We can wave some fingers on this one. We can wave some fingers on this one. No ball 5 chance today. .30 for TK. Here's the pitch. Shows bunt. Pulls it. The pitch is low, and we have a ball 5 chant for the first time in game 2. Ball 5. Ball 5. Ball 5. Ball 5. TK on. T-Nut still on second. Fastest base runners. Base hit could get him pretty close to home if it's hit right. We got speed out here, folks. And Bear Harrison at the plate. The pitch is a strike. He breaks the chant at 5. Lots of talks of nuts and being stiff here. Hey, this is sports talk, boys. Here's the 0-1 to Bear. He'll watch another strike, another quick 0-2 count. Come on, Bear. Anything, man. Anything. Here's the 0-2 for Bear. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. They got him. No insurance allowed. The car did not go through. And I did not buy the extended warranty. However, this is a brand new truck, so we might be all right. We're about to find out. 4-run lead. Top 10 opponent. On the road. Fresh corn's dealing. I'm not throwing this scenario back. Wish you had had it. Didn't get it. Take us home, corn. Take us home. I don't have any corn, but I have corn chips. The corn chip is ready for fresh corn to take us home. And I will put hot sauce on it if he indeed does so. We're ready. We're ready. Don't go breaking my heart. Corn, we're fresh and ready. We are fresh and ready. He's gotten us this far. Get us to the rubber match. Final clinch of the day. Clinch up, folks. Pucker up, and let's get going. Can't have good corn chips without some fresh corn. Top of the order, Jason Walk here. Fouls off the first pitch. Fresh corn's 32nd pitch. That kid on the stairs behind home plate is absolutely tweaking, and I'm here for it. You can't stop moving. 0-1. It's in just out of play. Diving attempt. TK in left field. Dove for that out of play, but didn't get to it. There's a little bit of a shake-up in the outfield with Travis Chestnut probably playing center field, Sorrell in right field, and TK now in left field. Tried to get to that one. Had to really dive for it. Touched his glove. That was damn close. TK laying his well-being out on the line for this game and this team. T-Nut over there talking to him. He looks all right. TK giving a little bit of a smirk. Looks okay. Great effort from TK. No, that was not fair. 0-2 count for Walk in the leadoff position. Here's the 0-2 from Freshcorn. It's in play, but right to the glove of Kellner, who throws him out at first. 1 of 3. Two more to go. Camden Johnson. Contacts one well. It's fouled off. But it was hit well. Home run distance, but out of play by about 10 yards or 10 to 15 yards. Out of play left field. 0-1 count, though. Here's the 0-1. High and away. 1-1 count. One for Freshcorn. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Out of play. Time to add ghost peppers to Drew salsa. Why would you do such a thing? McCoy. Yesterday Darden went down, but he pitched today. Didn't do well today, but he's not injured. McCoy's been out. Here's the 1-2. In play to the glove of Gavin. Underhanded to Freshcorn. And he tags the bag. One more out to the rubber match. Fresh corn moving around. Gavin with a lot of action fielding today. Gavin's done a good job on first base today, guys. A lot of unsung plays for Gavin, including that out at home plate when the bases were loaded. Brandon Brock at bat. Starts with the ball, 1-0 count. 4 runs needed, 1 out to work with for OU. 1 out to win it for A&M. Here's the pitch. 1-1 count after the strike. 2 strikes away. Get off your chairs. Get loud, Ags. This could be it. 1-1. Fouled off. 1 more strike. Aggie crowd, a large Aggie traveling group in Norman, Oklahoma, up and loud right now. Knowing the moment of this game is so big for this team. Here's the 1-2 count. It's outside. Coming back from a lot of opening weekend adversity. In this game from last night, the big injury. Here's the 2-2 pitch. It's in play. To the glove of Hakopian, and there's the out! And the Aggies take game 2. They were down, but they were not out. And they will play to win the series on a Sunday in Norman. Huge moments from multiple guys. Caden Sorrell, Gavin Grahovac, Boston Kellner, Wesley Jordan, Chris Hakopian. Lots of contributions in a very competitive game. But you got to give the game ball to Clayton Freshcorn. A&M was sitting dead in the water down 2 runs, I think in the 7th inning. But the bases were loaded with no outs. Darden did not have the start he wanted in relief. Multiple walks. Scary situation. Game was about to get away. They only surrender 1 run courtesy of the freshest of corns. So very much a mature win here, guys. Because what happened last night, I mean, the emotions last night, and talk about Mike Early. I mean, it was chippy last night, right? Like, there were some optics coming out of that game with Early cussing out the opponent coaching staff, you know, very upset with the bat throw, very, very animated. And we were saying, like, well, I like a guy standing up for our team, even going above and beyond, trying to make his stamp on the game and change momentum in the game. And it didn't work last night, but the follow-up today makes Early look really, really good. And we were really worried about this bullpen, but it looks like Freshcorn might be taking some steps, guys. This is huge, especially the limited numbers now with Stewart and McCoy down. So tomorrow, guys, Aiden Sims, Gavin Lyons. Who knows who closes tomorrow? Who knows? You can get to the 9th. Maybe you can just get a few pitches from Freshcorn to get you out tomorrow, too. Guys, I got to take hot sauce. I did no hot sauce challenge today unless the Aggies won. And we got a big old corn chip because the corn was so fresh today. So here's to Freshcorn. Here's to the Aggies. And you know what? I know it's not the song anymore, but we don't care. It's dear and near to our hearts. It's the Rattling Bog.
A rare hole, a rattling hole with a hole in the bog down in the valley. Oh, oh, the rattling bog down in the valley. Oh, rare bog, the rattling bog down in the valley. Oh. Now in that hole there was a tree, rare tree, a rattling tree, with the tree in the hole in the hole,
baby.
in the bog, in the bog down
Read off chat. Give me your closing thoughts, guys.
Oh, the rattling bog down in the valley.
Give me those closing thoughts on the way out. I'll read them off. Jesus and Cowboy says, let's go, W. GG from what, Dad? Should be 2-0, I know. Let's go from SB. Whoop from Richter. Andrew says whoop. Thanks for the live. No problem. We'll be back tomorrow for the 2 o'clock first pitch, guys. The rubber match is on. Like and sub on the way out, guys. Check out Roback for great fitting activewear. Stuff that lasts, a bunch of washes. Links in the description. 20% off codes up there. A lot of A&M gear over there. Y'all check it out. Thanks for doing these. I'll keep doing them. Freshcorn delivered a massive shutdown inning, dude. He was awesome. Freshcorn is a dog, BTTS. Aggie Land 79, let's go. Will, whoop. Batting lineup continues to get runs. It does. Sims gives us 7 tomorrow and we score double-digit runs. Script it. Lock it in, James. Wasn't the bad. It was what he said? I don't even know. That was very unclear to me. Jesus and Cowboy says, gig him. Vargas needs a bounce back showing. Absolutely he does. Darden will eventually too. Absolutely, Miguel. Thanks for being here. Do I think Nico might close? I don't. It could be our song. Yeah, it's our song. I'll play the new one once it gets going, though. Once it gets lathered up and used a lot for a lot of home runs. Sims, Lyons, Vargas, maybe a freshman, right? Play the bog. We're playing it, IDK, man. We can play the bog for now instead of the homers. For wins instead of homers. Right. The corn is fresh. Early's being interviewed. Good. Your 2-1 prediction has now been made right. Well, we'll find out. Oh, yeah. Well, I picked the A&M, though. I picked A&M. Later, Jesus and Cowboys. Got what you needed from Moss, but sure, fresh corn was nails. Yeah, Moss was serviceable. I didn't even mention Moss. Didn't start pretty, didn't end pretty, but I think we got great length out of him. I think it was a good Moss day. Showed progression. It's A&M, I'll tell you now. All right, guys. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Rattle that bog all the way home. Big response from the team. I'm very proud of this game. Very proud of this game. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Gig 'em.
And the limb on the branch and the branch on the tree and the tree and the hole in the bog down in the valley. Oh, the rattling bog down in the valley. Oh, rare bog, the rattling bog down in the valley. Oh, now on that worm there was a hair, rare hair, a rattling hair. The hair and the worm and the worm and the feather and the feather and the bird and the bird and the egg and the egg and the bird and the bird and the nest and the limb on the branch and the branch and the tree and the tree and the hole in the bog down in the valley. Oh, the rattling bog down in the valley. Oh, rare bog, the rattling bog down in the valley. Oh, now on that hair there was a louse, rare louse, a rattling louse, a louse and the hair and the worm and the worm and the feather and the feather and the bird and the bird and the egg and the egg and the bird and the bird and the nest and the limb on the branch and the branch.